Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over my multiple shopping trips to Sephora during their sale. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to finish my face with some of the goodies. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I hope you are too, so stick around. I did already put some of my makeup on. I will go over that now because these are all items that I love that can be found at Sephora. I'll start with my brows. I used their retractable brow pencil. I have been recommending this for years. I have mine in the shade medium brown. I set it with a new favorite. This is their Fluff Fix Brow Wax. For primer, I used the One Size Oil Sucker. Shake well, a little bit goes a long way. I really just focused it on my T-zone and then sat expressionless for about 3 minutes. For foundation, I have the Reveal the Real Skin Tint from Sephora collection. I love this. It is in the shade 200N. It is a soft radiant skin tint that really makes my skin look really good. Wears well with my oils, and then when I really want it to last, I'll use the Oil Control Primer in my T-zone, but lovely product. Very thin and lightweight. I would say light to medium coverage. Under my eyes, I have the Best Skin Ever Corrector in the shade Peach. This is a really nice product. It has a sponge tip and it just works out really well. Matter of fact, I had my little spot over here that I was having a hard time covering and I used just a little bit on that and it did a good job. The peach blended in with my skin well. This has some nice coverage and then just a tiny, tiny bit of the Best Skin Ever concealer. This one is only okay. I'm not in love with this product and I think the Best Skin Ever foundation and concealer might be being retired. So let me know. They have a lighter weight version of concealer. Let me know if you've tried it, what you think. I might need to check that out, but I haven't gotten it yet. We'll see. The sale's not over just yet, at least while I'm filming. The skin tint does not stay dewy on my face, so I was able to go right in with my bronzer. This is the Sephora Collection Matte Bronzer. I do really like this. It is in the shade Sun-Kissed Haze, which I believe is the lightest shade. The only thing I don't love about this is it does have a strong floral scent, but it does not last. This is very smooth, blendable. With my tan, I'm having a hard time getting my bronzer to show up super well, but it's there. I hope you can see it. Now to get into what I bought. One of the hardest parts of doing a video like this is that I have more than one product that does the same thing. I have 3 blushes in front of me. I'm so torn, but I think I know the one that I want to use. I'll show you the first 2 and then I'll apply the third. The first one is this from Danessa Myricks. This one I'm a little bit worried about. I have 2 different shades of her blurring blush. I have Jubilee, which is a nice orange terracotta shade. I have Rosé and Brunch, which is a little more neutral pink. And then she did come out with new shades and I got Creme Brulee. And I'm hoping that the swatches online were accurate because this looks a little scary for my skin tone. What I'm hoping is that this is going to be like a bronzer situation. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. So that's what it looks like at full opacity. And then if I blend it out, it does have a rosiness to it. So I'm hoping. If you want a round 2 try on, let me know. The other one that I got that I do have some footage because I wanted you to see it going on is this one from the Sephora collection. And this is their Liquid Blush Matte Finish Blush and Go. I got mine in the shade On the Bright Side, which is a nice orange color. This is really neat. You shake it, and then what happens is the color goes from the component into the sponge, and then you can just tap it onto your cheeks or lips. That is what it looks like. It does not pour out, thank goodness. And let me just rub it in a little bit. Really, really nice for my warmer makeup days. And the one I'm going to be using is this one from Sephora collection. This is the Blush Blush Blush. I think it had a sticker on it, so me taking the sticker off, I lost the shade name. Hold please. This is the shade Deal Closer, and I must say it is not the easiest to open. I'm saying a prayer for my press-on right now. Hey, I got it. Inside we have a matte shade, a shimmer shade, and a cream shade. Let's go ahead and swatch it. We have the matte. I think this is the matte shade and this is the shimmer shade. Yes, I can see the shimmer in this one. So shimmer, matte, and then this is the cream. I just thought for a nice cool toned look, that would be pretty, a pretty berry. And it says online that you can mix and match, you can layer, you can put them on however you like. I'm gonna take my Morphe A22 brush. I like to use this when I feel like the blush is super pigmented, and I'm gonna do it the Patrick Ta way. And I'm gonna go into the matte shade first. And I'm just gonna tap this on. Pretty. And I like this brush because it fits into that pan nicely. I like this shade. Lift the little protector that's on there and go into tapping off a cream. When you feel like you've lost control, wipe off your brush and just go over it. This is nice. Next, I want to move on to the lips. I picked up a new Sephora collection lip liner. They had their Rouge Gel lip liners that I was not a huge fan of. They were super creamy, but they didn't last, a little bit hard to control, and they reformulated them. It says here that this is the 8-hour transfer-proof lip liner. I picked mine up in soft suede. I did try this out yesterday and I was super impressed. I would describe it as a cool toned, rosy brown nude. Really, really nice. Creamy, easy to apply, long lasting. For lips, I picked up 2 different stains. The first one is this Clarins Hydrating Water Lip Stain Kiss Proof and Matte Finish lip color. I picked mine up in the shade Nude Water, which is a rosy brown. Now I have another Clarins lip stain. Let me look up and see what the difference is. And what I have is the Hydrating Water lip stain. I have it in a red shade. Maybe I'll do a short and show you the difference, but let's talk about this one. It is a matte lip stain with buildable color and a barely there feel for a kiss-proof 24-hour wear and 49% more hydrated lips. Sounded fabulous. The Clarins products, if you've never tried them, they smell delicious. The applicator looks like a brush, and let's go ahead and swatch it right here. That looks really pretty. Smells delicious. The one I'm going to use today is the Sephora Collection Juicy Lip Tint. This is new. This is a high shine lip stain that offers 12 hours of juicy hydration and long lasting tinted lips. So this one does not say that it is transfer proof. And the shade that I got is Mocha Crush. Let me go ahead and swatch it next to the Clarins. Also smells sweet. There we go. So here's the Clarins. Here is the Sephora Collection. And I'm going to put the Sephora Collection on. Very pretty. It has a little bit more of a chemical smell than the Clarins, but I don't mind it. I'm sure it's going to dissipate. Feels really soft and smooth on the lips. We'll see what they look like in a few minutes once it's had a chance to settle. I did pick up some items for the eyes. I picked up the Sephora Collection Colorful Shadow Stick and Liner. I believe that the Sephora employee told me that these had been reformulated because I feel like I've tried them before. I picked up the shade Truffle Shimmer. Love that cool brown. Here is the lip liner, and you'll see doesn't move. I'll use that on my bottom lash line today. I also picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Oyster Pearl. If you haven't seen that short, I will put it up now. This is stunning. It is a one and done shadow. It is a beautiful cool brown. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit deeper. I haven't tried to build it up. I'll have to let you know. I know I am late to the game with this, but I've just so been loving the one and done looks that I had to pick it up during the sale. And I had no problems with creasing or fading. It looked beautiful. I know in the past I have told you how much I enjoy Sephora Collection eyeshadows. And when I saw that they had this new Sephora Mega Mix palette, I had to pick it up. This is really cool. It's got a mirror inside that does slide out if you would like to do that. And then what I like are the shadows inside can slide out as well. And then what you can do is switch out the shadows. You can change the order, or you can buy additional 3-item pans to put in there, which is what I did. This variation that I got is called Fearless Cool Nude. I was able to swatch this in the store and I was very pleased. Looking at the palette, I swatched the bottom row and the top row. Here is the bottom row of very cool tone browns. Here is the top row of more shimmers. This one is a light matte, and this one has a little bit of warmth to it, which I appreciate. And then the center 3 are all shimmers. Nice black, pretty silver. And then this is the chunkiest one, but it's like a white. I see pink in there. I was impressed. Oh, definitely. This one has the kind of gritty, but it's got a lot of colors going on. And then I picked up this separate one that there were different variations of. And this one is called Ethereal Lilac. And look how pretty. Here are those 3 shades. Very pretty. This one is gritty. I may have to go in my bedroom and pick up my glitter glue before I put one of these on. This one just slides out. And if I wanted any one of these 3 pans, I could pull out and just do this. There we go. So I could travel like that and switch things out. I just thought that was cool. Slide this original one back in. I've been trying to do more shorts. I'm going to make an effort to film different looks with all of my haul for you. So let me put a look together. I'm going to take my Sigma E25 and I'll start with this bottom right shade. I can use the mirror. That is, oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to use primer. I'm just sort of wiping those first couple swipes off, and I'm going to use the Boost and Lock from Sephora collection. Does a nice job. Just tap it in. And let's try that again. I'll take this bottom shade right here on my Sigma E25. That looks nice. Neutral mid-toned brown. I'll go into this top shade. It's a little bit lighter. Now I could take this deeper shimmer and go a little bit on the outer corner with it, using my pinky. Looks nice. Loving this shade right here, which I believe is this one. I'm going to put that one right in the middle. The texture on these feels nice, not the silkiest, but not rough. Now I would love to play in this one here, but it did feel kind of gritty. So I did grab my NYX glitter glue. I think that would just be a safer option. If you can feel that that shimmer has a good amount of flake to it, you want to protect yourself. And now we can try it. Shake off the excess. Let's just go in carefully. Ooh. That is beautiful. Wow. I did get a little bit under my eye. I think I got most of the fallout. Now I'm just taking my little Refer 13 and blending in some of that shimmer. I'll take the Sephora collection eyeshadow stick in Truffle Shimmer. I'm going to use that on my bottom lash line. I really enjoy shadow sticks on the bottom. Definitely less mess. That's a gorgeous shade. This Truffle Shimmer goes right along with this palette. Take it in my waterline. Then I'll take a little bit of my Sephora 12-hour color pencil. I believe this is Black Lace. And I'll put this in my upper waterline and maybe a little bit on that outer edge. I restocked my Sephora collection Big By Definition Mascara. I have not had this in a while. I had another Sephora collection mascara in my collection, and I wanted to go back to this one because I remember liking this one a lot. Volumizing, lash multiplying effect. It's go ahead and add some of this. If I remember correctly, this builds pretty fast. Hard to tell with this bold eye look, but I have length and separation in the first coat, and then I'll get my volume in the second. Let me go ahead and add 2 coats, and I'll be right back. And I'm back, fluffy, full, just as good as I remember. I'm gonna hold off on doing the bottom lashes because I have a new powder. I had to pick up the new Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I picked mine up in the shade Rose, but so pretty. Nice heavy packaging. You press the little button to open. It's got a built-in brush and mirror. Brush does not feel bad. Here is the powder. It does come in different shades. I loved my loose Givenchy powder. And then I heard that the reformulation was not good. That's pretty. Let me try it with a brush on its own. This is the A11 from Morphe. And I'm just going to, yeah, that's really beautiful to brighten, smooth. It does have a very strong fragrance. It smells like Givenchy. Probably my biggest splurge. I'm happy with it. I'll go ahead and add some mascara to the bottom lashes. To set the face, I'm trying out a new setting spray. Huda Beauty came out with their Easy Bake setting spray that has rice starch, niacinamide, hyaluronic acids. It's alcohol-free, fragrance-free. I thought I'd give it a shot. Got the baby, because I do really love my one size. Let's go ahead and test the sprayer. I do like how it turns, kind of like MAC Fix Plus. I don't smell anything, which is nice. Very nice mist. Looks good. I'm seeing some sparkles from that eyeshadow, but not too bad. I just realized I have 2 more eye products that I forgot to tell you that I picked up. They're sitting right in front of me. I'm getting the sticker off of this one. The first one is this new one from Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glaze On Shadow. And this packaging is just beautiful. I got the shade Silver Slipper, I believe. It's got a brush on the end. And let me just... It might not be a good one and done, but the shine on that is beautiful. I'll for sure be using that in a future video. And then I picked up one of these little one pan of Sephora collection. I was swatching in store and I like this Shoc Choc. Here's what it looks like. And let me go ahead and give it a swatch. The swatch in store was quite impressive. Look at that. Ooh. Now there's a pretty one and done. The last things I want to show you are some fragrances that I picked up. The first one is a full size of the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. This is a big deal. I do not commit to large sizes of perfumes. I had the baby and I just love this fragrance. It is described as a warm floral. It has vanilla duo, vanilla orchid, marine ozonic accord, creamy, uplifting, and perfect for any occasion. I get compliments when I wear this. It reminds me of a sweet vanilla with a citrus undertone. I smell lemon. I don't know if it's because it's yellow. I am in love with this perfume. It is so beautiful. The next one was a suggestion by a Sephora employee while I was in store, and it is this one. The Kilian Paris Love Don't Be Shy, described as a warm floral. This one has orange blossom, vanilla absolute, and luscious marshmallow. I fell in love with this when I smelled it. It smells like honeysuckle at first, and then when it dries down, I smell like a sweet and spicy, kind of reminds me of an effervescent, like Dr. Pepper. My Hypnotic Dior reminds me of a sweet Dr. Pepper smell, and I love that. I love the red bottle, but this one has the addition of the honeysuckle at the beginning. This is a beautiful perfume, and I have 2 more. This next one is the Dolce & Gabbana Royale, described as a fruity floral, cranberry, pink azalea, and cedarwood. Unique, bold, and powerful, this perfume is a hymn to femininity, blending tangy cranberry with floral notes and warm Virginia cedarwood. This is just wonderful. I love the fruity I smell cranberry, grapefruit, but then there's that vanilla undertone. It smells mature, it smells rich, so pretty. And then there's this one. This is Brown Girl Jane, and this specific scent is called Carousel. Described as a warm and sweet gourmand, caramelized apple, soft cloud musk, and sandalwood creme. Carousel evokes joy with caramel-coated apples, juicy black currant, and cotton candy. Sandalwood and soft cloud musk create a creamy, warm base, balancing sweetness and sophistication. It's so good. It's so good. I smell the cotton candy, but there's a depth to it. This one definitely is the sweetest of all of them. I smell that cotton candy, but it's just yummy. I don't know how long these last. This one I've had a couple of days. This one definitely lasts, the one from Kilian and the Gucci. These two for sure. I'm going to test out these two. Make sure you are subscribed for my favorites and fails. I will continue playing with all of the things in front of me. I can't wait to try out some of the ones that I did not get an opportunity to try today. I will let you know in my pinned comment, along with links to everything that I wore and spoke about, and I'll let you know if anything fell apart, but I really am very pleased with the look, and I hope that you enjoyed this and got some ideas. I believe this is going up on Monday, so today is the last day of the sale. If you wanted to place one more order, or if I helped you make a decision on something that you were thinking about, I hope this helped. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe, all the things. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one.